The Memphis Grizzlies talk way too much crap for their own good. Hey guys, my name is Manuel Camia, and before I jump into this video, I just want to ask you guys to give me the HBO special, and that is the Help a Brother Out. You can do that by hitting the subscribe button and leaving a like underneath this video. I'm not one for long intros, so let's jump back into this Memphis Grizzlies debacle. So Friday night was yet another example of just how bad the Memphis Grizzlies behavior has gotten and just how much crap they talk for a team that hasn't won anything. Basically, I'm talking about the verbal fight and altercation that happened between Shannon Sharpe and some of the Memphis Grizzlies player, in which an altercation and a physical fight almost happened. According to Shannon Sharpe, when he was interviewed during halftime, this is the step-by-step of what happened. He said that it all started when he made a statement and said that Dillon Brooks was too small to guard LeBron James. That's an obvious statement, but Dillon Brooks didn't take lightly to this statement. And from across the court, he shouted back, "F you." Shannon Sharpe, not being one to just back down, yelled back, "F you" to him, and he started coming over to Shannon, and that's when he told Shannon, "You don't want these problems," implying that something could happen between the two of them, a fight, who knows. Shannon didn't like that either. And furthermore, Ja Morant started walking away and telling Shannon Sharpe to sit the F down. Shannon, being, a prominent person in the media, wasn't going to take that disrespect, so he started defending himself. He started barking back, shouting back, and saying, "Hey, it's easy to talk from over there, come right here, come over here." And that's when Ja Morant's dad, T. Morant, who had nothing to do with the situation, came over and looked like he wanted to have a word or have a talk with Shannon Sharpe, and it got heated to the point where they had to be separated away from each other. It was a very, very hot incidents, something that happened. And even though on Monday morning Shannon Sharpe came out and he apologized for his situation, many still believe that Shannon Sharpe had nothing to apologize for. And I'm of that same camp, mainly because this isn't a one-off thing with the Memphis Grizzlies, but I wanted to use it to highlight just how bad the Memphis Grizzlies behavior has been the past 2 years. I've stated it before that it started all the way back in 2022. Beginning of 2022, when the Memphis Grizzlies realized they were actually good and they actually started getting media coverage and eyes were on them, and they found themselves as the #2 seed in the Western Conference around the same time last year. Once that happened, they started treating everybody as if they were above them, not better than them, above them. And I mean everybody, even the Golden State Warriors. Soon after Ja Morant made the All-Star last year, his first ever All-Star appearance, confidence turned into cockiness, and it became ugly for both Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. They started turning everybody off from them. Ja Morant would run his mouth as if he was the greatest thing to happen to basketball, and Dillon Brooks would join in on him. It started becoming really, really cringe. People started getting turned off from them, and it went to another notch. They kicked it into overdrive when they invented their little dance that they do, the same dance that they did coming into the Christmas game and eventually lost and embarrassed themselves. They started doing that last year. They started grittying on teams' logos. They did that to the Minnesota Timberwolves last year when they beat them in the playoffs. It just became like excessive showboating. Confidence is one thing, cockiness and showboating is another. It's just cringe. It turns people off. It turned off the fans, and people started looking at them with a side eye. I guess being the #2 seed in the Western Conference got into their heads. But even then, last year, they treated the Golden State Warriors as if they were better than them, as if they were above them. And if there were any other team in the league that could behave the way that the Memphis Grizzlies behaved and we would be okay with it, it would be the Golden State Warriors. They are the team that have won 4 of their last 6 finals appearances. They're the team that have made 6 finals appearances in the last 8 years. They have the cachet and literally the credentials under their belt to behave the way that the Memphis Grizzlies do, yet they don't, because they're mature. They know there's more to the game than showboating and trying to come off as the macho tough guys. They know better than that. Fast forward to the offseason last year, in which Ja Morant did an interview with Bleacher Report's Taylor Brooks. He came out and he said some blasphemous things. He said that he would cook Michael Jordan in a one-on-one. And of course, that's absurd. You and I know that's completely absurd. If he